Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube site and this video. I must say it's been over 2 years since I have last videoed or taken any footage of my garden. It's been a 2-year journey this May, past May. We're actually in June at the moment, June 2024. My name is Nilgan and I live in Sydney, Australia. This is a residential backyard. I've been inspired 2 years ago by some phenomenal gardeners in America and also the UK and Europe. And thanks to their inspiration, this is what I've been able to achieve. What you see here at the moment today, and I will walk you through the areas in my garden more thoroughly, but I had nothing but these hedges and grass. So what you're seeing at the moment, and do mind my clothes on the line, we've got rain coming, as you can see, some cloudy skies. We've got some rain coming today for the next 3-4 days, and that's why I wanted to take this video, because I want to show you what I've been doing, or I'm going to tackle today before the rains. But I wanted to just mention that I was inspired by a few people and they're phenomenal gardeners overseas. I will list them on this site and in my in further information, but this won't be the only video you'll be seeing from me. I will go through my garden and how I've come about what I've done later on in some further videos. We are in winter, it's June 2024, and what I wanted to show you today, again, it's still a garden in the making. All of these plants that you see in my garden beds are just 2 years old. They've I'm trying to establish them as much as possible. You can see that my hedges need to be trimmed. I've got a little bit of a veggie patch or some raised garden beds there. As you see, the pots are not yet in their places, as we've just recently laid some of the rock down, or the pebbles. But what I want to show you today is what I'm doing. So I'll turn you around like this, as you can see. So I've got some cocoa peat, washed cocoa peat, as you can see. So this is basically part of the coconut husk, and most of you will be familiar with this. You can actually buy these from the hardware store, and they're in blocks, and you can actually just pop them in some water and they'll expand. This is ready to use cocoa peat. Now, the most interesting thing and good thing about this is it's been washed. So most of the sodium, or most of the salt, has been removed. I dare say I haven't tried it. But what I'm doing is basically I have over here, I'll just move you around pretty slowly. Hello, that's Benji, everybody. So this is my shade garden that I've got. This has been here for 20 years, I believe. It's a pomegranate tree, and that's actually my Japanese maple. So what I've done is I've done a no-dig garden 2 years ago. This is it. And I haven't actually. It needs more soil. It needs to be filled. It's quite a big area. I've got some, and again, I'll go through all of these plants with you at a later time on another video. But what I'm trying to do is I had also gotten some rice hull online on Marketplace. So I've decided that I would use this in my garden bed here in the shade garden, just to give it a little bit more aeration. So as you can see, there's an empty bucket. So I've emptied that bucket and I spread it around in this garden bed, and some, basically just this garden bed. And if I go around, you'll see the rice hull. spread around, basically. Probably not so even, but that's okay. And what I've got here is, in winter, it's part of this routine that I'm going to start. This is called sea mungus. And what it is, it's got a whole heap of seaweed in here, and just really good, some really good microbes for the soil, and basically give you a really good kickstart to spring. It's not a fertilizer, it's definitely a soil conditioner. And what I've done is, potentially I should have actually maybe put the sea mungus on top of the rice hull and the coconut core that I'm placing down. That would have been a better idea, but look, I've done it the other way around. I've actually spread the sea mungus all over this garden, and then I've gotten the rice hull and spread that across. And now what I'm doing is I'm just putting some coconut core just along this garden bed to raise the size. As you can see, I'll zoom in, I'll get in there, trying not to give you a headache. And please excuse me, I'm not very good with the videos, but you can see that there's a fair bit of depth in this garden edging and garden bed because of the garden edging. There's a bit of work to be done here. What I'll eventually have to do, I will not be able to lift this garden bed up anytime soon, because it would mean that I would have to lift up most of the plants, because the plants were here 2 years ago, which means that if I fill the garden bed up to this point, or up to the garden edging, these plants will all suffer. So eventually I would have to slowly raise, particularly these hedges, raise them up. But I won't be doing that anytime soon. That's just my thought process, unless there are other ideas that you can provide me. So this is my job for today. I will keep on going. So basically we'll turn you around like this very slowly. I can't wait to introduce you to all of my roses and clematis and other plants that I have. We've got Desdemona hanging on dear life, and those beautiful scented fragrance that comes from these gorgeous roses. Oh, it's just stunning. Like I said, we're in winter at the moment, and I'm getting these gorgeous blooms, but I would suspect that that's the last of the blooms that I'm getting. But again, I will definitely go through and talk about all the roses that I have. I will get on with the task at hand, which is basically getting this coconut peat or core and bringing it over here and just laying it down. It is going to rain, so I'm hoping that the rain will do part of the job for me, and that will be to basically water it all down. If I get the time and the opportunity, I will water this garden bed regardless, just to settle down and make sure that the rice hull and peat is somewhat ingrained or somewhat absorbed or in the soil as much as possible, as I have 2 dogs and they have free rein around here, which is a problem and I have to sort out. So I'm going to go ahead and basically spread that coconut core all along, particularly the edges first to start off with. I will do the edges, and then I'll start to go and place them in the centre, and particularly those areas that have got a bit of a ditch. Now, ideally I will put some soil improver in this area, and I will also mulch it, but that will be for another day. Thank you very much for watching. please stay tuned for further videos. Apologies if I've not done a great job in taking this video and giving you a head spin, but I promise you that I will be better at doing this, and we'll soon see you to show you some more and reveal some more of my garden, as I have a lot more out the front. And again, it's my first time gardening. I'm experimenting with a lot of the plants and to see what works and what doesn't, but the roses are here to stay. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much for your support. Please, if you haven't, subscribe and like and share this video to help me continue this gardening journey.